Good morning, you guys. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. We are getting ready to go to the ballpark, as I'm sure many of you are. But I wanted to come and talk about what I would do in the next 14 days if I wanted to earn the $400 cash bonus, no matter if I'm brand new, if I've been here before, whether I've ever recruited six people or helped six people in my life or not. Here is what I would do for the next 2 weeks to ensure that you are building evidence of your ability here. I heard a quote that Alex Hormozy said several weeks ago, and it has just landed with me. And that is, if you want to build confidence, go build evidence. And oftentimes we wait for it to be the other way around. When I feel more confident, I will go and show up this way. And that just kind of debunks that whole thing. And it says, no, homie, if you want to build confidence, you have to go build evidence that you're willing to do what you have to do in order to be where you want to be, which is when you would obviously have that confidence. So if you've ever told yourself, I'm not a salesperson, or I don't have any influence, or I don't know enough blank, and that's why I can't do that this month, I want you to know that's okay. That's exactly why this video is for you. Because listen, this sprint, this drive to make that happen, it doesn't belong to the most qualified or the most confident. It belongs to the person who is willing to take action even without perfect conditions. Okay. In the next 2 weeks, helping six people could change everything. $400 in cash, six new lives impacted, and a business that feels real for some of you for the first time. Also, not only that, but you will have developed a version of you who no longer wonders if you're cut out for this, but you know that you are because you will have built evidence. Okay. Most of us don't lack capability. Okay. We lack confidence. And the antidote to that is not sitting around thinking, I hope I'll feel confident one day. The antidote, like I said, is building evidence by doing the work anyway. The person who was really out of shape and started showing up to the gym and started working out and started lifting and started changing their habits, they didn't have confidence either. It was in getting the results that started to show up that allowed them to have confidence. Evidence builds belief, but you guys, action and results build belief too. Okay. The number one the number one motivation to continue is progress. You got to start building some progress. Okay. So here is your action plan broken down into kind of four pillars, four daily pillars. Okay. 10 real conversations a day, minimum. Christina, how do I know how much work to do to get 10 conversations? I don't know, because that's going to be based off of your independent influence, your circle, your people. I don't know. Here's the answer: as much as it takes. As much as it takes to get 10 conversations going. For some of you, that will be 10. For some of you, that will be 50. I don't know. But if you want to go build evidence, go do the work required to get 10 good conversations going. And I don't mean 10 hey girl messages. I mean 10 questions where you're asking questions, you're getting curious about their struggles, you're following up, you're voice messaging, you're putting yourself out there with real vulnerable connection. If you've not had 10 conversations today that make you nervous, you haven't hit your daily goal. But the good news is you can change that. Every time you go to the bathroom, send a voice message. Every time you are grabbing something to drink, send a voice message. There are ways to do that. And I want you to track it like it's your real, actual job, because it is. You would not forget to clock in if someone was going to hand you $400 in the next 2 weeks. You would clock in. So it's time to clock in. Number two, show up with one or two clear product posts daily. I don't mean graphics. I mean real examples of you consuming our products. And I know I struggle with this. I struggle to put myself out there and show myself mixing up a pink drink again, because I feel like, aren't people tired of seeing this? But the truth is, it's not. User-generated content, you using your product, is the number one thing that's working on social media. So it looks like, hey, y'all, here's what I'm taking today, and here's why. And it's not you listing the features. It's just you saying, hey, guys, got my BioCleanse on deck today because it used to take me a week to be able to go to the bathroom. Not anymore. And then I'm taking my supplements and I'm on to the next thing. Do you see how that's different than a graphic with BioCleanse and some features? So showing up with one or two clear product posts daily. Here's what this product helped me with. Here's who this product is for. Here's a before and after of someone who incorporated this product. Here's 5 signs that your body needs help in your gut. Keep it visual, keep it personal, and keep it benefit driven, not scientific feature focused. You don't have to be scientific. You just have to be clear. If you're not seeing engagement, do not assume that no one's watching. Assume that they just haven't connected the dots between the problem that they're unaware of that they have and the solution that you are focusing on. Okay? Share every single day. You guys, listen, here's something I would be saying. I'm going to help 6 people feel better in the next 14 days. And I'm wondering if you're the next one. Who's ready for a change in the next 30 days with how they feel? If your energy, sleep, or weight has been off, shoot me a message. I've got something that could help. So these are just ways that you can show up in your stories alongside your user-generated content. Your invite can be in your stories, it can be in your posts, it can be in your messages, but you need to be calling people to action. Hey, come try this with me. Come let me help you every single day. I would also encourage you to get creative. What can you do to get people to watch or learn a little bit more? Maybe that's you're going live. I know that's a stretch. Maybe that's you're going to do a quick product Zoom. Maybe you want to put a couple people in a chat and share that way. Get creative. What can you host or lead or share that people would tune in for? Okay, how do you know if you're doing enough for the next 14 days? Did I have 10 meaningful conversations today? If not, get up out of the bed and get back to work. Guys, you can do anything for 2 weeks. And I'm telling you, it's not about the $400 bonus, which actually ends up being more than $600 by the time you figure in their initial orders and your points. I'm not talking about the cash, although some of you desperately need the cash. But if you don't change your actions, you will continue to desperately need. You are capable. You just have to be willing to do the work. None of us who are out here recruiting, we're no better than you. We're no more special than you. We're just doing more work, likely. Okay. So, did I have 10 meaningful conversations today? Did I boldly show my face and share a product story? Did I boldly show my face? Did I help solve a problem for people that's not plexus related? This is how you make yourself valuable. Did I help someone with something not plexus related? Maybe you have a tip for getting better sleep that's not plexus related. Can you share that today? Maybe you have a trick for clearing up some brain fog and being able to focus in the moment. Can you share that today? Maybe you have a tip about how to make a healthy swap in a recipe. That's not plexus related, but your person who's got health issues, that would speak to them. Can you share that today? Did I invite at least one person to get started with me today? Did I go try to close the deal? Am I tracking my conversations and my follow-ups? Here's a question for reflection. If you only got paid based off of your effort that you put in today, would you be happy with that? If the answer is no, adjust and just keep going. Trust the law of numbers. So it's not how many spam messages can I send? It's how many conversations can I get in? We're looking for opportunities to spot problems and then offer Plexus as a solution. All right, so listen, whether you believe you can or you can't, you are right. So if you've already mentally clocked out of May and thought, well, would have been nice, but guess I can't do it, you're right. But I'm telling you, you can, and you have plenty of time. Do not look at past evidence. Create new evidence. Your story doesn't have to be big or dramatic. It just needs to be yours. People follow consistency and not perfection. And if you start today being consistent, 2 weeks is plenty of time. Imagine how proud you will feel on June 1st, knowing that you didn't just wish for momentum, you created it. And that $400 bonus, just the beginning, you guys. This is your proof moment. So let's go get it. So in the comments below, drop a fire emoji if you are sprinting with me to end May strong. Message your upline or your accountability partner and tell them 6 people that you are determined to help before the end of the month. All right, guys, happy Saturday. Make it great.